And welcome back to Slay the Princess. We are going to go load game. Oh, well,
That's the
Viva la
spirit.
Revolution!
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess,
The princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Shut up, hero.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior
Hey, here's
of
the cabin.
is almost entirely
Yes,
bare.
we know it's
the
Bale.
blade is your
Just enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. Her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
Is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
I don't like you, narrator. That's why.
Really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
I want to rescue you. How do I help you? How do I rescue you?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of
Shut up, hero.
Begging you to stay focused. There's a lot
Narrator, you also shut up. I'm here to save the princess.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
I'm here to save you.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end. Only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Of course not.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Sure they would have.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Thank you.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Well, that's rude.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
It's fine. I'll take the blade next time.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Should have bought the dagger, though.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Yep.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Oh no.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her.
Yes, that one.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I would, definitely.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding
See,
her
I
to
still
this
don't look
place.
human. I am definitely some form of monster.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Oh well.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
This is fun. I like this ending so far.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
It's okay.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Excellent idea.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I am trying my best, princess.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I don't care, narrator. It's resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
Drop the blade.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Uh-huh.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh?
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Narrator, shut up.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay, princess. I tried to
She
help.
doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
No, she doesn't.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Oh well.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
I saved the princess! This is a different chapter too.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Oh, you bastard!
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the
No.
first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
I got the smitten dude this time instead of the paranoid dipshit.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
The four? Hero, Smitten, me, Mary. She's talking about the princess? In the four?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
I didn't even get a peck on the cheek, and I'm aiming for more than a peck on the cheek, bitch.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Yeah, okay. That's true.
A warning. Before you go, she will lie, she will cheat. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
No, but okay.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
How did a wood cabin... Oh, sorry, hold on. I'm eating a snack. Okay, hold on. How did a wood cabin turn into a stone castle?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
There is.
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay
I'm
the
not
princess and save
saving
the
the...
world without a weapon.
I'm saving the princess. I'm not slaying the princess.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies. Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us.
Again.
There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Approach the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I hope you know I'm not human.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Sorry, but I'm snackers.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Man.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Narrator, I don't agree with you, Ethel.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yeah, well, he's trying to marry her. I'm just trying to fuck.
Yes, for everyone's sake.
That's the point of this episode. We're just trying to fuck the princess.
Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
The warning of this game said partial nudity. I've yet to see the nudity. It said nudity. I want to see the nudity. Why? Because I'm an
Down the
idiot.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Aw, she's got a window.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
They can't hear you.
You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Shut up.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Hey, I'm not even worried about the flattery. I'm just
Waiting
doing
for you to
rebel.
come back.
You say I shouldn't
I didn't
do.
want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us.
No, the narrator killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
I would agree.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset.
It's all changed.
Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
I disagree. I think I can hop between worlds forever.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Aw, see, she's nice.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
She's got her own narrator. We're gonna do. One of these chapters is gonna be us in there.
That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Probably.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Too many like you.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Shut up, Smitten.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Huh.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
I mean, if it walks, it walks.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
No.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
Okay, that's actually a fair point.
You're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Okay, you three are disembodied voices in my head. That's bizarre. That's not okay. That's not to trust.
You died, and now we're talking.
Fair enough. Yep.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Oh, actually, yes.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
This is supposed to be a horror game, and yet the few scenes of horror are just overridden by the comedy of the fucking voices.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, it's not. Yes.
I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Hey, now.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
Thank you.
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move you.
No, it wouldn't, narrator, have you? I guess no one. You know what, narrator? One day I'm going to finish my Civilization 6 playthrough. I'm going to get to where I myself destroy the world. So it's okay, narrator.
Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out.
Shut up, hero. I disagree.
But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass. She just wanted to make us happy.
And that's what she did.
By destroying the world.
That's what I said I wanted.
Apparently, yes.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Not really, but you know what? I thank you for your apology. I appreciate that you're sorry.
Did we?
Not really, but
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
kinda, yeah. Not really, but kinda, yeah.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Narrator, I don't like you. I'm gonna say this nonstop. I fucking hate you. Rescue!
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain tight panic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Okay.
You wouldn't.
Do you want to push him? You want to try this, narrator? I don't think he would. I think he would.
Listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Oh, well.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hooray!
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
We got a hug!
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved.
I didn't need to bring the blade with me. Shit. That's a mistake.
Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
No, I'm not.
What do we do now?
Let me guess. End the world?
Shut up, narrator.
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Alright.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Aw, that's sad.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
What if I want to end the world? That's why I'm doing this.
Gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Yes, because I want to end the world. If you're telling the truth, then I can't doubt the truth. I have to doubt you.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do? I just want to make you happy.
Okay, fair enough.
She can't just want to make us happy.
Sure she can. Shut up, hero.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Alright, Smitten, you're a little overboard here, bud. Well, what would make you
I
happy?
just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
No.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
That works.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on.
Why is she
but
getting
this
less and less
isn't
drawn? I don't
right.
like it.
See the problem here? She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Alright, we gotta leave.
That sounds perfect.
Yay, she's back.
Oh, phew. She's back to normal. Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this. Absolutely flawless.
No, I agree. She was getting less and less drawn, and I didn't like it.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world.
Hooray!
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually.
No.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Excuse me?
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move.
That it is.
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Haha! I knew you did it!
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Ugh, this guy's annoying.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Meh.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
He was just like, yep. Do you think you
Well, I
can
don't
open it?
know. Do you think I can?
Of
I think
course
you
she
can.
can. You believe in her, right? Nobody is leaving this basement.
Yeah, I think you've got this.
Okay, let me try.
The princess tries the handle, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
It worked! Oh my god, it worked!
I told you she could do it. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
Fuck, you know what, narrator? I would agree with you, I just don't have booze. But I would do that if I had booze. I would mix a drink and have a drink with you, buddy. I don't like you, but hey, when it's a drink, it's a drink.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone.
It does.
That's not how this works.
Sure it is.
Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our
What if
happy
me?
ending.
What if staying here would make me happy?
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world. All we need is each other.
That's what the hero said, you dipshit. Don't get on the... You don't get to join the bandwagon now, Smitty.
That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it? Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening.
Nah, no, he doesn't get to jump on the bandwagon now.
You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Oh. But what if staying makes me happy?
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? Are we not enough for her? She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Oh, just asking. Well, let's try this one.
But we would have to be here forever. I don't know you.
Ow, what?
This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
It is.
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
What? You were happy making me happy 2 seconds ago.
I guess we could do that.
See? There we go.
She doesn't seem happy about this.
I don't know why, though. I thought you wanted to make me happy. Isn't that what you were saying in the basement?
But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she?
Yes, she can, obviously, but it just is a complete shift from the demeanor in the basement.
I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us.
And yet in the basement, all she wanted was to make us happy.
No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here.
You're becoming deranged.
As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that. Oh, but I do. What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us.
He's gonna rip our heart out.
Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever.
I already know what's happening.
You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider. And yet, it's done, isn't it?
Man, he became deranged, but I like it.
Will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch.
So we gotta do this smarter next time we get to chapter 1. There's lots of evidence. I'm loving this.
Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room. Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything.
No,
she
see,
doesn't
you
know
are very
she
much
wants.
twisting what I was thinking was a good solution, Smitten. I'm gonna stop. You're gonna be smutting. You're smutting now. You're smut. You're smutty.
Oh,
You're smutty the
I
box.
see. You're trying to tell me something.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die?
Nope.
Yes.
Epilogue. Happily ever after.
You're on a path in the woods.
This
Mate,
is not
we're
the woods.
clearly already in the cabin. Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet.
Shut up. Oh.
We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Now, he's clearly disorientated. I'm sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle.
I don't like you. Where's the smitten guy? Bring him back. Bring back Smutty. Bring back Smutty the box voice.
Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! Thank you. I'm just happy to be here.
I don't like you.
Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes? Well, we know that now, thanks to you. We're all so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well-informed. You can count on us to do things right from here on out.
I'm doing it my way. Fuck you.
I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicolored glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty. Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
That's good to me. Yeah, let's ask where Smutty
Yeah,
went.
he was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? Is he okay? We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the one who got us into this whole mess.
No, that's the narrator.
Is that so? Maybe there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend. What is there to say about it? It's a mirror.
I don't see the mirror, so...
Is this some sort of a bit? There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement.
I don't see a mirror, so I actually don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, my bad. That's why I haven't been talking about it.
Uh-huh.
I see it, just like I saw it last time.
Where is it? I don't see it.
Good for you, buddy. You've got a sharp set of eyes on you. Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room.
Is that giant thing the mirror? Because that looks like that would be the door. No?
Now that is some fine reasoning. Who cares about the blade? I think you're right. We're better off without it. It's not like it's ever been important.
No.
Of course the blade's important. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. The fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right.
Fail.
But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do?
Just go on with it.
Don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
So is this magic mule.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. What is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle.
So it is a mirror. I can't see the door because the mirror is in the way.
Well, shall we have a look at ourselves? Maybe it won't go away this time. You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle.
Yeah, oh, sadness.
Figures. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed.
That we can.
It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet, too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm. Don't worry about it, boss. You're doing great.
You're the optimist. I don't know why it's the opportunist. What are you going to do?
But I appreciate the encouragement. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature. Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets.
But there's food!
Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner
Dinner
sounds
does
nice.
sound nice.
Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem?
Okay, well, we can't go into that.
That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Will do.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the center of the room, the princess seated at its far end. Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck. So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy.
No.
Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
That's okay. I wanted to sit there anyway.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
Yes.
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
Yeah.
The flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Excellent food.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Am I ever? And look at this spread. It's a feast fit for a king.
Yep.
Yeah. And after everything we've been through, we could use a break.
Yep. Probably.
More than that, we deserve a break.
I don't know if we deserve a break. We didn't really do much. We kind of died and then died again.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue. You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it?
Yes.
It is the best meal
It
you've
looks
ever
too
had.
perfect. What's going on? Now I'm skeptical.
But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
That's okay.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you.
Okay, we don't need another feast.
The food is good. Again, you tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already. A good meal is still a good meal, and we didn't even have to clear the dishes. I'm happy.
You know what? I will agree. We didn't have to do the
Then
dishes.
It's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Okay.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more.
Aw.
Well, food is food, isn't it? Can't always be amazing. What matters is that we don't have to make it. Getting other people to do the hard work always improves the taste. Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
I'm not getting any
No,
options to do
no,
anything.
Something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
It's alright.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast. And again you eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating.
Yeah, probably.
Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make, right? Oh, am I kidding? We were eating like kings and now we're eating like pigs. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time. Right?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
Uh-oh.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
No, you didn't.
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, queenly wife. As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
That's fine.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
I'm not upset with you. Who's him?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for
Ah,
us.
she does have a narrator.
Is she talking about a real voice? Like us? But we're at the head of the table. We should be in charge. Is he more powerful than we are?
Yes.
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response.
Damn you, Shadow.
Giving us the cold shoulder, I say. Asserting his dominance in the power structure.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me. But he wants me to ask, isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do?
Oh, see?
He says he's tired. I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
This isn't fair. If I could just talk to him for 2 seconds, I'm sure we could sort this out and figure out a balanced power structure that works better for everyone. But no, he's decided he's above talking to little guys like us, huh?
Shut up, buddy.
But as you attempt to get up, the torches flare and shadowed hands pin your wrists to the arms of your too comfortable seat. There will be no getting up. There will be no attempts to slay her. At least not for now.
I don't want to slay her anyway.
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game.
I like the idea of that. Let's play a game.
Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We
Oh?
could probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Yes, it does.
Great, we don't even have a rule book. That means we can make up as many rules as we want. And we will. Don't worry, I am excellent at cheating. She'll never suspect a thing.
I'm not going to cheat.
I don't think it really matters. This all kind of feels like we're just filling time, you know? What, you don't want to win? To show our prowess in all avenues and accumulate respect? Wow, you would be hopeless without me. Count your lucky stars I'm here. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
But we do have to save here. Alright, now we gotta go back to the menu, because this episode is over. But I do hope y'all enjoyed, so, yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Peace the fuck out, y'all.